hard reset. What just happened? I'm getting out of there.
If I was a native California person, I would be really mad if they're taking 63% of my everything that I make. And then they're telling you not to complain about the homeless people.
Oh, yeah. That part is just insane. Oregon's the same. Oregon's got so many just Portland. Crazy. Yeah. I couldn't even imagine it. And at the same time, I can't imagine why, not to be rude, but why are we going to send, several $1 billion over to some other country to study birth control on some other population
Iran or whatever, like the Middle East.
When, you could have used that money here to help with, again, a lot of that's just a mental thing though. It's like, all right, I've got a drug addiction. And these people, they'll admit it though. They're like, the reason why I live on the streets is because, well, I lost my job and then I fell into drugs, whether it's alcohol, something hard,
drain the pain, man,
just whatever it is, and we can't support them. I'm not saying give them a paycheck and give them a home. I'm saying, all right, let's set up a hospital. Let's get these people clean to where they can actually be a functioning part of society now, to where they're not going to be a burden.
You're preaching to the choir. I'm a vet, man. I've never understood why we can't take care of our own veterans.
I think we should. We need to take care of this country first before we go trying to clean up Putin's backyard.
We still have homeless veterans. We still have, the 22 a day suicides because they don't want to fix the mental health, the VA's mental health thing. They basically just give you a bunch of drugs, again, starting the opioid crisis, pumping drugs into, you just basically giving people a bunch of drugs. And
you also have dirty drugs coming in from Mexico that's killing people. What is it, like every 2 seconds?
They'll spend random untold sums of money on something completely ridiculous that doesn't benefit this country at all.
Right.
But then they'll tell you that they don't have money in the budget to, fix up like these dilapidated VA homes for double amputee vets, and they'll roll them in a gurney in the corner, and they say they're understaffed, and so the dude's like pissing and shitting himself. Right. That is basically unacceptable.
No,
Trump was trying to. It seemed like he was on that. He was trying to fix the VA, but whatever it is, homelessness in general, not even vets, homelessness in general. There's a million options out there, and there's some really smart people that's come up with like solutions like tiny homes and like certain things. So what do? These tiny homes that could be easily, made for people that were homeless at a relatively cheap cost. Mm-hmm. They now make them so hard to get permits,
exactly,
and all this stuff or whatever, that it's no longer cost effective anymore to do that. Or they just literally make it so hard that you can't even, like, nobody wants a home. They'll say, well, nobody wants a tiny home community next to them or whatever. And so these same self-righteous California people that are in their gated communities that are out there, celebrities and all these people are out there saying, we need to help the homeless, as long as they're not right next door to me in the tiny home, because it's going to bring down my property value. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're super hypocritical about, we need to do something about this. As long as I don't have to pay for it and it doesn't hamper the value of my, 4,000 acre estate that I have in the middle of, Los Angeles or whatever.
Well, have you heard about San Francisco, where they've come to the point where you're going to get attacked? This is great. Oh, nope.
Fight it.
Anyway, so San Francisco right now, they have got this thing where they are asking residents of San Francisco to take in homeless people. So I'm not going to take in somebody that has, and you know what? These people probably don't want to get off the streets.
There's definitely,
if they can do whatever they want, and they're still, all right. So the government's paying for my phone. They're paying for my health care. They're also giving me meals. They're giving me a paycheck every month.
Yeah.
To be homeless. But now San Francisco, obviously it's a big issue because nobody wants to be a tourist there. Nobody wants to go there. Nobody probably wants to live there in those conditions and have to deal with the drugs, the needles, and all the mentally unstable people. Can I say mentally unstable people without getting in? I really don't care at this point. I'm thrown in the towel myself. I'm like,
yeah.
But so how are you going to ask the people, the taxpayers of San Francisco, hey, if you would, next time you go to Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks, they probably have Dunkin' Donuts there, do they? They probably just have Starbucks. But anyway, so next time you go to Starbucks, pick up a homeless person and take them home with you. It's like, who is going to do that?
I'll do that.
There's
right after Nancy Pelosi has a whole tent city in her backyard.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? She probably has a huge house. She probably has like this giant mansion with like 15 rooms. So you know what? She should probably go out.
Multiple mansions.
Let's go. Yeah. You know what? Pack all the homeless people in there. Let her deal with it then. Yeah. I mean, she created it. So